Here are the most recent deaths in the news. Immortal News is your daily source for finding obituaries in America and beyond. Beverly Shade, a trailblazer in women's professional wrestling. Beverly Shade, a legendary figure and a pioneering spirit in the women's professional wrestling scene, passed away at the age of 87 after a brave battle with multiple health issues, including lung cancer and pneumonia on June 3rd. Her proximity to St. Louis allowed her to attend wrestling matches and pursue a career in the industry. The renowned promoter Sam Muchnick recognized her talent and sent her to Tampa, Florida, to train under Cowboy Luttrell. Beverly made her debut in 1957 in Lakeland, Florida, in a multi-women's elimination battle royal. Beverly Shade's illustrious career spanned over 3 decades, until 1989. Shade achieved notable success, winning several titles including the NWA Women's Tag Team Championships in 1978, alongside her trainee, Natasha the Hatchet Lady. She also had a fruitful career teaming with her husband, fellow wrestler Billy Two River, in mixed matches as Beverly Two River. Later in her career, she formed the Arm & Hammer connection with another of her trainees, Tracy Richards. Beverly Shade's legacy as a trailblazer in women's wrestling and her dedication to the sport will be fondly remembered. She was not just a wrestler, but a symbol of empowerment and integrity in a male-dominated industry. She is survived by her husband Billy and their 2 children. Tributes to Beverly Shade. Ligia Fazio, a Brazilian icon whose flame was extinguished too soon. Ligia Fazio, one of Brazil's most influential models and social media personalities, tragically passed away at the age of 40 on June 3rd, caused by a stroke during a cosmetic surgery procedure involving the application of polymethyl methacrylate and industrial silicone to her buttocks. Known for her stunning looks and vibrant presence on social media, Ligia's death is a significant loss to the fashion and entertainment industry. Ligia was more than just a model. She was an inspiration to many aspiring models and a trendsetter in the world of fashion. With a large following on social media, she used her platform to influence and engage with her audience. However, her quest for physical enhancement led her down a perilous path, as she frequently underwent aesthetic operations. It's a cautionary tale about the risks associated with cosmetic procedures, especially when conducted in unrecognized clinics. Ligia's story reminds us of the importance of prioritizing safety and well-being over external appearances. Ligia's legacy will be remembered through her contributions to the Brazilian modeling industry and the mark she left on social media as an influencer. She was a shining star whose light was extinguished far too soon, and her untimely passing serves as a reminder of the fragility of life. Tributes to Ligia Fazio. Clive Barker, a towering figure in South African football history. Clive Barker, the legendary former head coach of South Africa's national football team, Bafana Bafana, has passed away at the age of 78 after a brave battle with Lewy body dementia on June 10th. Barker is best remembered for leading Bafana Bafana to victory in the Africa Cup of Nations in 1996, a triumph that helped unite a nation and cement his place in the history of South African football. Under his leadership, the team brought glory to South Africa on home soil, and he became a symbol of hope and excellence. However, Barker's legacy extends beyond his time with the national team. With a coaching career spanning 42 years, he also made significant contributions at the club level. He led Durban City to back-to-back league titles in 1982 and 1983, and Durban Bushbucks to honors in 1985. He also had notable stints with Amazulu, Manning Rangers, Santos Cape Town, Wits, and Maritzburg United. Clive Barker will be remembered as one of the giants of South African football, a man whose passion and dedication to the game inspired countless individuals and brought joy to a nation. Tributes to Clive Barker. Harvey Pitt, a prominent legal mind. Remembered Harvey Pitt, known for his exceptional legal acumen, passed away at the age of 78 in a hospital in Washington after suffering from a sudden illness on May 30th. Pitt's career was marked by his appointment as chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission under President George W. Bush. However, his tenure at the helm of the SEC was relatively short, lasting only 18 months. Despite the brevity of his tenure, Pitt's role was significant. He was unanimously confirmed as the agency's chairman and oversaw the expeditious reopening of stock exchanges after the 9/11 attacks. His later tenure was marred by scandals which eventually led to his resignation. Even so, Pitt's prowess in the legal field was widely acknowledged. Interestingly, an earlier version of the obituary contained an error which was later corrected on June 3, 2023. It misstated the name of a 1960s pop group, Herman's Hermits, and incorrectly attributed a remark made by Senator Phil Gramm regarding Mr. Pitt. Senator Gramm had made a reference to a 1960s song stating, "I forget what the old song of the 1960s was, but Harvey Pitt has seen it from both sides." The earlier version erroneously linked this comment to Herman's Hermits. Harvey Pitt's departure leaves behind a legacy of legal expertise and service, albeit one tinged with controversy during his tenure as the SEC chairman. His contributions to the regulatory environment will be remembered and analyzed for years to come. Tributes to Harvey Pitt. James G. Watt. Controversial former Interior Secretary James G. Watt, who served as the U.S. Interior Secretary under President Ronald Reagan, has passed away at the age of 85 on May 27th. Watt, known for his pro-development stance, was a contentious figure in American politics. After assuming office in 1981, he steered environmental policies in favor of commercial exploitation, generating a nationwide discourse over the protection or development of the country's public lands and resources. One of the most notable moments from his tenure came when he was questioned at a House Interior Committee hearing regarding his position on preserving wilderness areas for future generations. His reply showcased his skepticism towards conservationism, which he believed had been excessively influenced by environmental extremists. Before his appointment as Interior Secretary, Watt was associated with a legal foundation in Denver that frequently contested the regulations and practices of the Interior Department. His selection for the role was criticized by many who considered him to be too closely aligned with commercial interests. Some critics went as far as labeling him a fox in the henhouse, implying that his appointment was in conflict with the Interior Department's conservation goals. James G. Watt's tenure as Interior Secretary was characterized by polarizing decisions and policies. His focus on commercial development over environmental conservation leaves behind a complicated legacy. His actions during his time in office continue to be analyzed and debated, reflecting the significant impact he had on America's environmental policies and public lands. Tributes to James Watt. Camilla Ah Kin, a beacon of artistry and advocacy in Australian theatre. The Australian entertainment industry mourns the loss of a cherished talent, as Camilla Ah Kin passed away at the age of 58 on June 9, 2023, after a prolonged illness. Ah Kin's impressive career spanned 3 decades, during which she worked with esteemed companies such as Bell Shakespeare, Sydney Theatre Company, and Melbourne Theatre Company. She demonstrated her wide range in productions like The Hansard Monologues, Jump for Jordan, and The Maids, and notably portrayed Cleopatra in Shakespeare's Antony and Cleopatra. In addition to her stage work, she made her mark in films like Holding the Man and TV series such as Going Home and Halifax FP. But Camilla was not only an actor, she was a stalwart activist within the entertainment industry. For 30 years, she served as a director, teacher, mentor, and policy innovator. Her relentless advocacy and dedication were recognized with a MEDA Gold Honor Badge. Ah Kin's influence extended beyond her artistic contributions. Her passionate activism, coupled with her captivating performances, carved an indelible mark in the Australian arts community. With her passing, she leaves behind a legacy of artistry and advocacy that will continue to inspire generations to come. Tributes to Camilla Ah Kin. Carroll Cooley, key detective in the historic Miranda case. Carroll Cooley, the detective whose interrogation of Ernesto Miranda was instrumental in the Supreme Court's historic ruling known as the Miranda Rights, has died at the age of 87 on May 29th at his residence in Phoenix. In March 1963, Cooley, then a detective with the Phoenix Police Department, along with a colleague, apprehended and interrogated Ernesto Miranda for the kidnapping and rape of an 18-year-old woman. This interrogation was a turning point in American legal history, as it eventually led to the landmark Supreme Court decision, Miranda v. Arizona. The ruling mandated that law enforcement officers must inform criminal suspects of their right against self-incrimination and their right to have an attorney present during questioning. This established the Miranda Rights, which are now an essential part of police procedures in the United States. Carroll Cooley's role in this seminal case marked him as an influential figure in the evolution of American criminal justice. His contributions and service as a detective impacted not only legal practices, but also the broader cultural understanding of individual rights within the legal system. Tributes to Carroll Cooley. Adrian Sprott, a Scottish football hero who made history. Adrian Sprott, a former football player best known for his historic goal that led Hamilton Academical to a monumental victory against Rangers in 1987, has passed away at the age of 61 after a period of ill health on June 10th. Sprott wrote his name in the annals of Scottish football on January 31st, 1987, when he scored the only goal in a Scottish Cup match against Rangers, a team which at the time had several star players. Hamilton Axes, at the bottom of the top flight and with a modest squad, recorded a 1-0 win at Ibrox, Rangers' home ground. This match became one of the greatest upsets in Scottish Cup history. Sprott's stunning goal also ended the opposing goalkeeper's record of 1196 minutes of football without conceding a goal. A statement from Hamilton Axes acknowledged the sadness surrounding his passing and highlighted his legendary goal at Ibrox as a moment that will forever be remembered. Sprott's heroics on the field made him a beloved figure among Hamilton fans, and his legacy will continue to be cherished by the football community. His goal in 1987 is a testament to the surprises and delights that football can bring, and his name will continue to resonate with those who love the sport. Tributes to Adrian Sprott. Tetaz, a tireless advocate for human rights and justice. Tetaz, fearless advocate for human rights and social justice, has passed away at the age of 91 on June 7, 2023. Tetaz was a well-known figure in rights groups and demonstrations, being arrested nearly 20 times for her relentless protests against the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq and the treatment of detainees at Guantanamo Bay. In her lifetime, Tetaz participated in numerous demonstrations and rallies. She was part of organizations such as Code Pink, the National Campaign for Nonviolent Resistance, and Witness Against Torture. When Tetaz was 80, she made headlines for being sentenced to 60 days in jail after declining prosecutors' recommendation of a fine and probation for holding a protest banner at the Supreme Court. Even behind bars, her dedication to education did not falter, as she tutored fellow inmates who affectionately called her Grandma, before her full immersion in activism. She helped students achieve their high school equivalency degrees, influencing many lives through education. She was not just a protester, she was a symbol of unwavering commitment to justice. With a crown of white hair, she was easily recognizable at many protests and marches in Washington, D.C. Her passion for activism was fueled by religious traditions emphasizing social justice, and she had deep empathy for society's outcasts. Eve Tetaz's life was marked by an unyielding quest for justice and a deeper engagement with the issues plaguing society. In her passing, she leaves behind an indomitable spirit that serves as an inspiration for all who strive for a world filled with human rights and justice. Tributes to Eve Tetaz. In addition to featuring current deaths in the news, we also honor the lives and legacies of notable people who died in the past. Here are some of these days' anniversaries. John Gabriel, a prolific force in the world of television and film. John Gabriel, renowned for his role as Dr. Seneca Bolak on the ABC soap opera, Ryan's Hope passed away at the age of 90 on June 11, 2021, due to complications from Alzheimer's disease. Gabriel began his journey in the acting world by participating in plays at UCLA. His talent was recognized early on and led to a contract with 20th Century Fox. With a career spanning over 6 decades, he appeared in numerous TV series such as The Mary Tyler Moore Show, Surfside 6, Hawaiian Eye, 77 Sunset Strip, The Flying Nun, Seinfeld, and Law & Order. Additionally, Gabriel played the professor in the original pilot for Gilligan's Island and co-wrote the title song for John Wayne's El Dorado. Gabriel's portrayal of Seneca on Ryan's Hope was particularly notable, earning him an Emmy nomination in 1980. His character was central to the show, and his performance was celebrated for its depth and authenticity. Apart from acting, John Gabriel was also a singer, releasing an album of pop standards in 1998, and produced Charles Grodin's talk show for CNBC in 1995. John Gabriel's legacy will remain through his immense contributions to the film and television industry and his multifaceted talent that touched the hearts of many. Tributes to John Gabriel. Mel Winkler, a consummate talent across multiple entertainment platforms. Mel Winkler, an actor whose talents illuminated screens and stages, passed away in his sleep on June 11, 2020, at the age of 78. Winkler's range extended across film, TV, theater, and voice acting, making him a versatile and respected figure in the entertainment industry. Winkler served as a captain in the U.S. Army before embarking on his acting career in 1969 with the TV show The Doctors. He is best known for his role as Joppy in the 1995 thriller Devil in a Blue Dress, where he starred alongside Denzel Washington. In addition, he held roles in movies like Doc Hollywood and Coach Carter. Winkler's voice acting included beloved characters such as Lucius Fox in The New Batman Adventures, and the voice of AKU in 4 editions of the Crash Bandicoot video games. His career also embraced the stage, where he performed in August Wilson's Joe Turner's Come and Gone and Neil Simon's Proposals on Broadway. Those who knew him described Mel as a consummate professional with an infectious smile, always willing to impart knowledge and wisdom. His dedication and talent had a significant impact on the industry, and his contributions will be remembered for years to come. Mel Winkler's legacy as a giant among his peers will continue to inspire and entertain generations. Tributes to Mel Winkler. B.B. King, a titan of blues whose legacy will sing forever. B.B. King, the monumental figure in blues, passed away at the age of 89 on May 14, 2015. With a career spanning over 6 decades, B.B. King was an ambassador of the blues, bringing the genre to a global audience. His death came after a long battle with diabetes. King's quintessential style, characterized by his powerful vocal and signature single-note vibrato sound on his electric guitar, which he lovingly named Lucille, helped define and popularize electric blues. He was a recipient of 15 Grammy Awards and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1987. His impact on the genre was so profound that Eric Clapton, in his 2008 biography, referred to him as the most important artist the blues has ever produced. In 1948, B.B. King's career took a pivotal turn when he secured a gig on Sonny Boy Williamson's local radio show in Memphis. This led to playing at a popular juke joint in West Memphis, earning $12 a night and meeting artists like Louis Jordan and T-Bone Walker. It was during this time that he experienced the sound of electric guitar, which would play a crucial role in shaping his musical style. B.B. King's name is synonymous with blues. His impact on music and his contributions to the genre are unparalleled. His performances were passionate, and his sound was enormous. King lived a life full of intensity, from his love for music to his personal life. Though he had faced adversities, B.B. King's indomitable spirit and immense talent have made him an icon. His legacy continues to inspire countless artists and fans. King's music was a gift to the world, a treasure that will continue to reverberate through the ages. The King of Blues, a tribute to B.B. King. Carl Reiner, a comedy giant who left an indelible mark on Hollywood. Carl Reiner, the esteemed actor, director, and comedy writer, passed away on June 29, 2020, of natural causes at the age of 98. Reiner's career spanned over 7 decades and included a remarkable body of work that has left an indelible mark on American culture. Best known for creating and starring in The Dick Van Dyke Show, Reiner was a multi-talented force in Hollywood. His innovative work in comedy, as well as his collaborations with other legends such as Mel Brooks, helped define the genre for generations. Reiner won 9 Emmy Awards during his career and a Grammy for his comedy album, The 2,000-Year-Old Man. In addition to his work in television, Reiner directed several successful films including Oh God, starring George Burns, and The Jerk, starring Steve Martin. His sharp wit, combined with a genuine love for storytelling, made him one of the most respected figures in entertainment. Reiner was also the father of actor and director Rob Reiner. His influence and legacy live on through his family and the countless comedians and writers whom he inspired. Tributes to Carl Reiner.
Thanks for watching Who Died Today America. If you enjoyed this tribute, please give it a thumbs up and share with friends. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more inspiring stories. Leave a comment below telling us who inspired you the most. See you in the next video.